Okay, good afternoon. I'd like to thank you all for being here as we introduce a new public safety initiative. Lens Alert has been well known in our community for some time now, and today we are announcing an expansion to that program which enhances our capabilities in 911. Residents can augment their personal safety by providing critical details to 911 call takers by adding a safety profile through Smart911. Today we have several of our public partner safety agencies here with us, including police, fire, and EMS. Thank you for being here. We also have representatives from the state as well as our vendor, Rave Mobile Safety. Jody Myman is our Director of Emergency Services, and he will be talking here in a moment. But first, I'd like to start off by introducing the Honorable Mayor Greg Fischer, who'd like to say a few words. Mayor?
All right, thank you, Mitchell, and good afternoon to everybody. This is an exciting announcement for us to make here on this voluntary program that could considerably enhance your life-saving opportunity should that become an issue. I want to start by thanking our first responders, guys representing all of our first responders in the city. It's a big job to do, but we appreciate the good work that you all do day in and day out. Obviously, everybody knows public safety is our top priority, and the vast majority of the budget is dedicated to that, and it happens through good folks like these here today. And Metro Council people as well. I see Councilwoman Barbara Sexton-Smith here. We're right in the heart of District 4, so thank you for being here, Councilwoman. So, you know, one of the questions we always talk about is how can we improve services? It's something that we think about day in and day out. Technology is obviously one of the ways that we can do that. You all have seen bunches of examples of that recently. You've seen the investment that the city has made in the ShotSpotter technology to help LMPD identify gunshots in high crime areas and get officers on the scene as fast as possible, even if there hasn't been a 911 call. Another example, our Office for Civic Innovation helped a local group of civic hackers develop wireless smoke detectors that can alert Louisville Fire when a fire starts in a vacant and abandoned building. That came about as a result of a study of where we were seeing fires in buildings, and when we contrasted that data in terms of the response data with the fire department is we're responding quickly. But what we knew from the street is that nobody was reporting the fire right away. So we asked our hacker and maker community to get involved with that. We've had this tremendous innovation now that people from all over the world are interested in. So those are just two examples. But today I'm pleased to announce that we're implementing a new system to improve 911 services in Louisville. It's called Smart911, and it will allow people to voluntarily provide potentially life-saving information about themselves and their family prior to an actual 911 emergency. So through Smart911, any citizen can create a private and secure safety profile that will display to the 911 operator immediately if they dial 911. So this obviously gives the call takers and emergency responders vital personal and medical information to help them respond to an emergency even faster and even more effectively. So imagine that if you've got a crisis at your house and you're calling 911, and that call taker then sees that right away. That puts you in a much better position to get the help that it is that you need as quickly as possible. Smart911, it's free, it's private, and it's secure. It's obviously totally voluntary. It's also a national database, so when you dial 911 from any location in the U.S. that supports Smart911, your safety profile will be immediately available to those 911 call takers in that location, so they can give first responders crucial information that may end up saving your life or the life of the loved ones that you have. So this is even another way that we're working here in Louisville to make us a safer and healthier place to live and to work. When you think back about when 911 was developed years ago, it was a huge advance at the time. Instead of having to find the right number to call, all we had to do was, penetrate those three numbers, 911, in people's minds, and help was on the way. So Smart911 takes this now to a whole new kind of intelligent level, if you would, that's consistent with the digital world that we live in right now. Jody is going to tell you more about Smart911 here in a moment, but I want to mention just a few of the features. So our citizens with chronic health conditions, disabilities, or mobility issues can let first responders know about their conditions via Smart 911. Again, it's going to help you much more if they have your profile. Let's say there's a fire going on at your house. If you fill out your 911 profile and you have information about your pets in Smart 911, firefighters will know exactly how many people are in the house and also how many pets may need to be evacuated in an emergency. And then think about our aging population, which we're all aging, but seniors can include important information in their safety profile about medication schedules, emergency contacts, and details about any caretakers that they have. So these are all really important things that will help you in a crisis. I want to remind everybody that innovation is one of the cornerstones of our administration. The City of Louisville Metro Government has been recognized as the most innovative metro government in the country. We're very proud of that. We got a team of great innovators, but I also want to say that innovation is everybody's job, and people throughout every position, every department, we encourage them to be thinking about that innovation day in and day out, and this is just another example of that commitment to make this city healthier and more compassionate and more competitive via technology, and you can continue to expect more of those in the future. I'm going to hand this off now to Jody Myman. Jody and his team here at Metro Emergency Services do a great job day in and day out. People don't see them, they're behind the scenes, but they're directing so many of our public safety resources in the right way at the right time. So Jody, I want to thank you and your entire team here at Metro Emergency Services. Good job. Jody Myman. Let's give him a round of applause. Come on, Jody Myman.
Thank you. Thank you again, and this is a very proud day for us. Again, we're instituting a great deal of technology into helping you out. So again, thank you, Mayor Fischer, Councilwoman Sexton Smith. Thank you for coming, Chief Hamilton. Again, we're very excited about the addition of this service into MetroSafe and the impact that it's going to have on our overall emergency response system. By signing up for Smart 911 and creating your safety profile, you're able to proactively provide us with the information necessary to facilitate a fast and accurate response in your emergency. When you create your safety profile, you choose what information you want to include and what details are important to share with the first responders and what you want them to know. Every household has different needs, and Smart 911 allows you to customize your profile to your specific household. This additional information can help us to better understand who may be in need of assistance and what type of assistance you may need, and where you're located, and engage what resources we actually need to send to help you. I'd like to highlight a few of the cases in which Smart 911 could assist in the response of emergencies by our partnering agencies that you see up here with us today. Major Andrea Brown is here representing Louisville Metro Police Department. Smart 911 could assist police agencies in response in case where a child goes missing. A profile can include the child's current photo or physical description of that child, allowing us to immediately forward these details to the officers out in the field to expedite that search. This is also a great benefit for children with autism or adults with Alzheimer's or dementia who may wander off and need that assistance. Colonel Diane Vogel is here representing Louisville Metro Emergency Medical Services. By providing medical details about you or your loved ones in EMS, you help our EMTs and paramedics out. It might be that you are allergic to some type of medication, or you might be on oxygen, and those details will also help those crews as they approach your need. Colonel Brian Muir with Louisville Fire and Lieutenant Colonel Mike Allendorf representing the suburban fire departments. Knowing the apartment number for a caller in a multiple unit building, having information on someone in the house who may be physically or mentally disabled, and knowing a utility detail such as gas, electric, or shutoff valves could have a huge impact on responses that may be needed from the fire department. Smart 911 will have a great impact on our call taking time. Today, approximately 84% of our incoming calls to 911 come from mobile devices, and the only information available is the incoming phone number and some general information about the caller's location. This can make it difficult for us to quickly and accurately determine the exact location for your emergency. With Smart 911 Profile, 911 call takers and our response teams can receive the work or home address associated with that phone number and quickly respond to your address or the citizen in need. We receive various types of calls, and when the caller is frantic or it is a small child or the situation hinders the caller's ability to give accurate information, their safety profile will provide those missing details and can help us determine the appropriate response. Here are a couple ways to sign up for the system. Go to our website, louisvilleky.gov, and click on the Sign Up for Emergency Alerts. You can also look for us on Facebook or Twitter. One of the simplest ways is to sign up using your smartphone. Text Lens Alert to 67283, and you'll be registered for emergency alerts, and we will be prompted to complete your emergency profile. And we'll give you those following the press conference. The sign-up process for Lens Alert is seamless for both emergency alerts and Smart911. If you have already signed up for Lens Alert and completed your safety profile, your profile will now be populated into our 911 center when you call. The only thing you might want to do is log on to make sure that all your information is accurate. So we encourage the public. It just takes a few minutes to go out and sign up for that emergency profile or to set that up. It doesn't take a very long period of time, but we do ask the public to be very proactive in your emergency notifications and go to sign up for that. And now I'll turn it back over to Mitchell Burmeister if you have any questions. Thank you very much.
Does anyone have any questions for me or possibly anybody else? Yes.
How many people are currently enrolled in Smart911 as part of the Lens Alert signups?
Sure. Right now we have just under 15,000 people that have signed up in Jefferson County for alerts and for Smart911.
Thank you.
So people were able to sign up before, but now is it that it's functioning, or do they need to update anything?
The Smart911 feature is now live within our operations just next door here at MetroSafe. So when you call now, that Smart911 profile will populate in our 911 center. That's the only change or difference. The sign up was there because it's a national program, so that had you completed your profile previously and been able to visit another city that supports Smart911, it would populate there. We had a few technological hurdles to overcome before we could go live with it here.
What's being done to, if anyone has concerns about their personal information with this, to make sure that it's secure?
Sure. So one of the things that I always tell people is that we in 911 cannot look at your information. We cannot query your information until a 911 call is placed from that phone number. It's all the information in your safety profile is housed by Rave Mobile Safety in their online secure database. They have a top-notch safety team that they work 24/7 to make sure that all that data is secure.
How much does it cost, and where's the money coming from in the budget?
I do not have the cost figure in front of me. I can get that for you.
In terms of the speed of response, how much faster do you expect it to be?
It's hard to say in a complex system overall how much, on average can we save X number of minutes or seconds. Smart911 was credited in Michigan with saving 11 minutes on a response that was attributed to saving an individual's life. So there are certainly use cases where this has significantly reduced response times.